Hello. I just wanted to share what I'm doing here in this video. Pardon the messy background. This was my first day practicing with my new cake spinner that I got, and I had already scraped that tile twice, and so I decided to go ahead and just do a pseudo swipe, or a swipe rather. So this is a 6-inch tile. I already have the pillow down, which I'll put in the description box below. And I'm using various colors. That one is, I think, Fluorescent Violet by Blick. I think I have Blue Bayou by Colourarte down, and maybe Vavoom Red or Wine and Roses. I use both of them in this piece. That is Sunflower by Colourarte. I mixed up a whole bunch of pigments, and so I was just throwing things together. I had two fairly unsuccessful attempts because I was trying to make my little hair dryer I have for blooms work, and it was frustrating me, so I gave up on that. I'm not sure what color that is. Looks like Snapdragon. And I believe the next one is Mystic Blue. Yep, which is a beautiful teal color. I probably put way too much paint on here, but it ended up being really beautiful. The other thing I was practicing with is, up until this point, I had only done black and white cell activators, and so I mixed up Prussian blue and turquoise blue and greenish blue. I mixed up a bunch of cell activators because I wanted to try various different ones. That is Jasmine by Colourarte. Such a beautiful, vibrant pink. This looks like a mess right now. So when I swipe using the bloom technique, I like to use paint swatches from the hardware store. I pick the ugly colors and then I cut them up. And I dip the card into the cell activator versus pouring the cell activator on. I mean, either way works, but I have had much better success with that. That is Wine and Roses or Vavoom Red. They look so similar when they're mixed. They're both so beautiful. I can't tell you which one it is. You can tell I like it because I'm putting it everywhere. And I think I get a little anxious when stuff starts falling off the tile, so I think I'm adding more of the Snapdragon here. I think I went a little Snapdragon crazy. It's such a beautiful blue purple or violet purple. I've had such a great time since I got my cake spinner. My husband got it for me for my birthday, and I've made a disaster out of our house ever since. That is, honestly not sure what that is. I think now I'm just adding a little more color. So you see how I dipped that card in there? That is a Prussian blue cell activator by Amsterdam. I buy my Amsterdam paint online at Blick Art Materials, but I did link the Amsterdam paints in the description box below. I also have taken Shelley's class, and I would highly recommend, if you're wanting to take your painting to the next level, that you consider taking it right now, or at least a few months ago. The Australian dollar was low too, so it's a great time to take it because it's cheaper than it normally would be. The other part of that is you get such great support after you take the class because you're part of the online Facebook group of other students who have taken it, and they are wonderful to help you when you need it. So I'm basically just kind of going every other line, and then I'm going to use a turquoise blue cell activator on the other side. Again, this is the first time I've used either of them. They both did a great job as a cell activator, as you can see. So my cell activator is 3 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part paint. And it's kind of hard when you have a heavy hand to not kind of drag that into the pillow, but ideally you don't want to drag your card into the pillow at the bottom, which is one of the reasons I like to use those paint swatches, is they're light and you can cut them up into small pieces and not have the center kind of flop down. And I deliberately kind of crisscrossed so that the colors, when we spin this out, should kind of gel together. I was so pleasantly surprised at how beautiful this was. I wanted to show everybody. I was so happy. And anybody who knows me knows I migrate toward purples and pinks and teals and blues. And I was really trying to branch out by putting that sunflower color in there, but you can't really see it very well. Look at that. I was trying to make sure that I didn't leave too many spaces where the cells weren't expanding, but by the same token, I didn't want to overstretch the cells and lose what I loved about it. And the shimmer in these paints is extraordinary. The color shift, and like if you've never used Colourarte pigments before, they're amazing. The way I mix my Colourarte pigments, because I see a lot of people struggling with them for this recipe, is I mix them in a little bit of polycrylic first, just a little bit, just to wet them, and then I mix them into the pouring medium. You can also mix them into the vivid enamel, but I've had a little bit better result mixing them into the polycrylic and then into my regular pouring medium, which is Untinted deep base paint and gloss varnish. I use Sonja's gloss varnish most often. Isn't that gorgeous? I just really love the way this turned out. And it is resined already, and I will post it to our social media, so feel free to follow us. I have the links below. I would love it if you like and subscribe and leave a comment. It would mean a lot. Thank you.